Hi, everybody. My name is Jeff Ramsey, and I'm here to talk to you about this giving campaign at St. Pius. Before I do that, however, I wanted to start, like Father Paul does, with a joke. One day, a parishioner came into Father Paul's office distraught. He said, "Father Paul, my dog, a faithful companion for the last 15 years, just died, and I was wondering if you could say a funeral mass for him." Father Paul responded and said, "I'm so sorry for your loss, my son, but that's not something that we can do here. However, I do know another church up the road of a different denomination that might be willing to help you." The parishioner said, "Thank you so much, Father Paul. And one more question. Do you think a $100,000 donation to the church is a good amount for this type of thing?" Father Paul immediately responded, "Well, my son, you didn't tell me that your dog was Catholic." I wanted to share with you a little bit about my personal faith journey and my faith history and why I think it's so important to give back to the church. I was born and raised in the Lutheran faith. My dad actually was a Lutheran pastor. When my wife and I were considering what denomination to attend and how we would live our faith life after we had children, we ended up deciding to go to the Catholic Church. When I went to talk to my dad about going through RCIA and becoming a full-fledged Catholic, he was very supportive, but he said two things. One, make sure that you find a faith community where Jesus is the focus. I think I can safely say that for St. Pius. Jesus is always the focus of what we do, his sacrifice for us and his teachings. The second thing my dad said is that you need to find a faith community, one that will be there to support you and challenge you and help you grow in your faith. And again, I think that St. Pius fits that to a T. My wife and I joined St. Pius through Wauwatosa Catholic. Both of our sons were students there. And even after the school closed, we still felt this close connection to St. Pius. I serve on the pastoral council, my wife is a communion server, and our son Sam is an altar server. We wouldn't be that committed to the church if we didn't feel the great love and the great community that we built here. One of the things that I love about St. Pius is how open and welcoming and loving we are. We accept everyone, and we want them to know that we love them and Jesus loves them. The final thing that I'll leave you with is another teaching that my dad provided to me. What he would often say is that it's important to put Jesus at the radical center of your life. He actually had a diagram that he would show his congregation where Jesus is at the center of a wheel and all of the spokes are going out from the wheel with different parts of your life. Things like your work, your family, your kids, your social life, all of those things circling around Jesus at the radical center. And he always said that when you put Jesus at the radical center, it informs your decisions in all of the other areas of your life. And while life isn't always easy, when you put Jesus at the radical center, it helps those other areas of your life fall into place. We really believe at St. Pius that it's important to give of your time, talent, and treasure. Right now, we are trying to encourage our parishioners and encourage our congregation to give of their treasure, to donate their dollars, to support the mission of St. Pius. And as you prayerfully consider whether you'd like to donate or how much you would like to donate or how much you would like to pledge, I strongly encourage you to consider how that decision would be impacted if you put Jesus at the radical center of your life. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for your support of St. Pius Parish.